Okay, so now let's get into KD and Stephen A. They're having a lot of back and forth after a comment Stephen A. made about the Suns not being a serious contender with KD as their superstar. He said, I don't question the greatness nor commitment of Kevin Durant. When you are that great, you should be able to be a better leader than he has shown. He's been relatively leaderless. He's been very lacking in inspiration in terms of peeling out from those around him. Durant going ball out, but does he get the others around him to do it? So when asked about it by the press, KD said, yeah, Stephen A., I don't understand how people even listen to him. I've been in the league for 18 years. I've never seen Stephen A. at a practice or a film session or a shoot around. I've never seen him anywhere but on TV talking shit about players. He's a clown to me. He's always been a clown, and you can write that too. So after hearing that, they've had a lot of back and forth, still going back and forth. Mase, how do you feel about KD's response and then what Stephen A. had to say about KD lacking leadership?
You shouldn't ask me this first. You should be asking Cam this. These are both of his guys, Stephen A. and KD. We will have to hear from Cam first. You know what I'm going to say.
I don't like to see my friends argue. I really don't. I don't think it's cool. I think that this has been going on for years, though. It's not anything. They always talk shit about each other, not just this year, 2 years ago, 4 years ago,
Why
6
don't they
years
like
ago.
each other?
Because Kevin Durant don't like nobody talking about him. He's going to respond in a tweet. He's going to say something on Instagram. Kevin Durant is one of them people that if you say anything about him, you could be Stephen A. Smith or you could be a nigga who live in their basement in Idaho, in his mother basement in Idaho. He responds to people who talk shit about him. And is that a good thing, a bad thing? That's up for you to decide. Some people may say, oh, Kevin Durant is sensitive, but at the same time, well, you got a phone, I got a phone. I went to practice today. I got time for you today. That's how KD looks at it. So no, I don't really like seeing them argue. I did see Stephen A.'s response on his podcast yesterday, and Stephen A. said that I don't know shit about basketball, but boardroom and Kevin Durant called me to be on his some documentary that Kevin Durant must have had, so on and so forth. But it's not going to stop. Stephen A. is going to do what he has to do for a living, and Kevin Durant's going to sit there and take time out to address niggas who talk shit about him when he feels like talking shit about him. My opinion on it, I'm not giving my opinion. I don't have nothing to say about it. It's giving the analyst talk.
That's really cool of you, Killer. It's amazing.
Yeah, man. You gotta stay out the way sometime, man.
Well, I'm not staying out the way.
I don't expect you to.
I'm on KD's side. Yo, Stephen A., we know it's your business, but watch how you talk about KD. This is 35 Ventures, baby. Come on, this is Rich climbing. Come on. Cut the guy some slack. This is Goodfellas. You don't talk this way about KD, one of the greatest they've ever laced them up. You put respect on LeBron's name. Put a little bit more respect on KD's name. And I know it's, Stephen A., he always finds a very articulate way to polish what he's saying. But you got to talk better about KD, man. They got to be certain people. Like when we talk about Biggie and Tupac, there's certain people you got to start leaving out certain conversations. And KD is one of those people, man. He's done too much to be talked about in that way, And I know you're trying to keep it, a certain way where, how people talk and they say, well, I'm keeping the same energy for everybody. But I don't think he keeps it the same for everybody. I don't think nobody other than me keeps it the same for everybody. I think everybody have people they let slide. And I think if you're going to be that way about everybody. That's my take.
And you know what?
But I think Stephen A. is a phenomenal analyst, done great things for ESPN, but that one thing over here doesn't make it right over there. I'm not trying to throw myself in the conversation, so don't at me and don't even respond to me because I'm not important, I'm just giving my take since Cam didn't give his take.
I gave my
Look
take.
at it
That's
like
just my
that,
opinion. Hey, man, I get what you're saying, and I respect what you're saying. I'm like that most of the time with people I'm not cool with. But what you got to realize is this. You never know when you're in this business, because I've been blackballed several times in certain things, when you're going to talk, when you have to talk to certain people. 9 times out of 10, I don't give a fuck.
So you're basically saying you're going to say what you know is untrue just so you can have...
I didn't say one word that isn't untrue. I didn't say one word that isn't untrue. I gave my opinion. What lie did I tell?
Okay.
I didn't tell you a lie.
All right. Let me think of another way to say it. To hold back from my vantage point, how my ears work. To hold back the truth is a lie.
I don't think so.
No, I didn't say you did. Like he said, I proceeded with the way my ears work.
Yeah.
The way my ears work is if you know the truth and you don't tell the truth, then that's being deceptive by not telling the truth because you know the truth. It's one thing if you don't know the truth. It's another thing if you know the truth and you're withholding the truth. You know
what part?
No, I was just speaking to what she was saying.
No, but you're saying withholding the truth. I was trying to figure out what part of withholding the truth did I.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm
just
saying
in general. Okay.
Yeah, I was just telling her how my ears work.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, I'm going to give my perspective. I agree with your take actually 100% because...
Which part?
I agree with KD. Like, you can never make me feel like, oh, it's FKD. Like, it's never giving that because KD is a great and he deserves all that respect. And obviously, Stephen A's job, he's going to criticize players, but I think there is a way to do it, especially when, I mean, given, I don't know, I definitely don't know their relationship. But clearly,
I don't like when people slander people, and this is not Stephen A. This is anybody. I don't like when people slander people and then try to come back and make it sound sophisticated like that's not what you tried to do. You know, like when, and I would use this example from what he said, when he made statements like everything that happened in Brooklyn and they didn't want Kyrie in it. And to reveal all of this is not helpful. You know what I'm saying? And then when you have the person on your couch try to make it seem like you weren't trying to do that, that's what I have a problem with. I don't have a problem with you making a statement. I have a problem with you not standing on it. I saw the same thing when it was, what's the guy named from Boston, when Jaylen Brown went up there. Then when you go up there, it's like, no, that's not what I was saying. That was what you were saying, you know? And I can respect it more if you just stand on it. To me, I don't really care about being blackballed. I think whatever is in the cards for you is going to happen. I don't think no man has that power to stop what God has for you, unless you believe it. And I don't believe that.
yeah. But also, on the other end, I see why Stephen A's feeling triggered because I just think the term of being called a clown, just even if like you're in LA and you're called weird, you're going to feel some type of way. So he reacted the way that he did. But hopefully they can
and I think
fix that relationship.
I think that's wrong too. I think when you're, so I'm not one-sided. I think when you're speaking about somebody that doesn't agree with you, the word to go to is clown or weirdo. And it's like, he's definitely not a clown just because he has an opposite opinion. But, you know, how he expresses it and over animating it, that's probably what he's speaking to. But, you know, he has the right to that opinion, but I don't think so.
Yeah. No, I definitely get what you're saying.
I don't think Stephen A is a clown.
Yeah, no, not at all. I agree with both points. And I still understand Katie's reaction because Stephen A verbatim said he's very lacking in inspiration. Like, yeah, I'm finna feel some type of way and I'm finna say something if you say something like that about me.
Who's lacking in inspiration?
That's what he said about KD. Lacking in inspiration, and he should be a better leader than he has shown.
But he does have the right to his opinion.
Of course. And I have the right to respond.
You're right.
So that's why I'm like, if I'm KD, I'm finna say something too if you say something like that to me. So I get it. Okay. We are going to go to break. When we return, we will discuss Drake and DeRozan. Don't go anywhere.
These are all hot takes. These are all...
what you want, nigga. Everything, nigga, super size. 2 Big Macs, like when they doing them 2 for $5.